Hey everybody, welcome back to the Scentitar Fragrance channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today is another summer day. The temperature is rising and we got to talk about another fantastic summer fragrance. Before we do, my name is Benjamin and I review fragrances, colognes, perfumes, and all things scent related. So thank you so much for stopping by today. Let's talk about this fragrance. So with the box, it's a simple presentation. It's a white box, nothing too special. It's a Polo box. You know all about it. You can ditch it. But the bottle here is pretty nice. You get this purple blue collar. It's see-through. It kind of goes along with its name, Polo Ultra Blue, so I do like that. Let's talk about the juice. Then let's talk about the projection longevity. Then let's talk about the compliment factor. And lastly, the price, in that order. So guys and gals, this fragrance is nothing too different from what you're used to. But I do think that this fragrance can deserve a place in somebody's collection. Let's talk about it. This fragrance is going to give you a citrus kind of opening, no doubt about it. You're going to get lemon verbena, lemon, and other type of citrusy fruits going on in the opening. It might not smell too different from something like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, but it kind of morphs and it blends in with the rest of the DNA kind of quickly. So that's a really good thing. It's really interesting in the way it's able to do that. Now this fragrance kind of becomes more of a skin scent. You're going to notice that there's a lot of aroma chemicals in this fragrance. It can remind you of eccentric molecule fragrances. It definitely did that for me. So this fragrance becomes a skin scent, it blends with your skin, and it kind of becomes a natural part of who you are. And that can be a really good thing if you're just trying to be subtle, or if you're not trying to really grab a lot of attention. I know some of us like a lot of attention. We really want compliments and we want a fragrance to shout, but we might overspray. This is one of those fragrances that you can wear to the office, that you can wear out and about, and you're just going to smell good just for you and just for the people who get kind of close to you. So you might be in a professional situation, you might be in more of a personal situation, you might be going to the movies, you might be really close to people, you might be going on a flight at the airport surrounded really close to a lot of people. You don't want a banging fragrance during those situations. This is one of those fragrances. So, again, you're getting a lot of lemon off the top. It blends really nicely to the skin-like accord, and you're getting a lot of ambergris, which is a little bit musky. It's definitely got a little bit of salt here, but this fragrance doesn't have the seaweed. Oddly enough, it doesn't really smell like an ocean fragrance, an aquatic per se. You're just getting a lot of lemon and mostly a lot of ambergris. There is a cedar accord here, but it's very light. It's very transparent and airy if it's here at all. So that's overall, I do like the smell of this fragrance, and the quality here does smell a little bit above average. I do have to say that Polo fragrances overall, even if they don't last the longest, they do smell pretty good for what they are. So good job Polo for that. With the projection longevity, this fragrance is not a shouter and it's not a beast by any means. I get anywhere from 4 to 5 hours. After the 30-minute mark, especially, it becomes a skin scent. It's really a personal scent after that, but it still hangs on, especially on clothes, to the 4 or 5 hour mark, maybe the 6 hour mark if you're lucky. It performs similarly to an eccentric molecules, and that it really hangs on, but it's quite a subtle fragrance. So for some people, the performance factor, this is a no-go. You're not going to go anywhere near this fragrance. But for some people, this is just what the doctor ordered for really personal situations, for when you're close to people, when you're out and about. So a fantastic fragrance with the compliment factor. Overall, it does smell above average. A lot of people really like citrus fragrances. I think the easiest one to compare this to is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. And I have Swimming in Lipari, which again does have a lot of that citrus and ambergris going on and that salty accord. So overall, this might be a little bit redundant in my fragrance, but I'm glad I tried this out. I really do think that this fragrance is a good one, but it does have that kind of that skin accord, which is a make it or break it for some people. Some people do like that, like the eccentric molecules can do, and some people really dislike it. So that's definitely going to be a factor here. Compliment factor wise, this fragrance always boosted my image and my aura. It made me feel confident, but it definitely is more of a reserved fragrance. It didn't get me a lot of big compliments, and it definitely didn't get me a lot of like people turning their head or following me or anything like that. But overall, it's a very nice fragrance. With the price, this is where the fragrance gets kind of iffy. This is a limited edition. This is a limited release, and I don't think it got very popular, or that there was a lot of distribution in the USA, especially. So, this fragrance, a lot of people are trying to sell them for $80 if you can find them at all. Most discounters or people on the gray market don't even have it. But I managed to talk to somebody, to a seller, and they gave me a good deal on eBay. So I was really happy about that. This is the 4.2 ounce bottle. This is a large bottle, so that's definitely a good thing. So if you can get this for close to $40 or so, it's worth it. Definitely if you want a more subtle fragrance, that's definitely more on the salty and the kind of the aquatic side of things. But overall, again, if you have to pay $80 or so for this, I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're really into skin scents. So again, this is another subtle fragrance option. I think it's really good that these fragrances are out there for some people. This is definitely a great fragrance for being subtle, under the radar, smelling good without drawing a lot of attention. Some of us are that way, and some of us have to be that way in the office, in the airports, in professional situations, or just around large crowds of people. So this is, again, a fantastic fragrance. Definitely check it out. Let me know what you think if you ever come across it. And I would definitely love to know your comments below if you like salty fragrances, if you like aquatics that have ambergris in them at all. Do you hate it? Do you love it? Are you neutral? If you do come across this fragrance, again, I would love to know your thoughts below. Thank you so much for stopping by today. This has been my review of Ultra Blue by the House of Polo, another fantastic fragrance option. And thank you all so much for stopping by. Of course, if I was to give this a final rating in my final thoughts, I think I would give this fragrance a solid 7 out of 10. I don't think I could give it any more than that because of the performance, even though it does a kind of a special thing in the fragrance world. And I do think the smell is good, but I don't think it's above average. Particularly, it's a nice scent, but it's not anything particularly special, especially with some of the other salty aquatic fragrances out there by the House of Bulgari. A lot of y'all would probably reach for Dior Sauvage, and I do really like Dolce & Gabbana Swimming in Lipari. So this is a good option, but for some people it's not the best. But overall, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Another fantastic day, another fantastic fragrance day. Let me know what you're wearing in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this fragrance. And thank y'all so much for supporting me. Y'all make this channel a success. I'm so happy for all the support and what y'all do in the fragrance game, and what y'all are doing to help build this community. So thank you again so much for stopping by. And please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to support me and may even grow this channel even more. So again, thank you. And don't forget to wear what you love. I'll see y'all next time. This has been the Scentitar Fragrance Channel, and I'll see you. Bye.